the weekly Serenet, featuring club news, trivia, and check-ins from some of the nicest hams in the universe starts in 5 minutes.
SLG, KD8SLG, this is AA8CS.
AA8CS, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Gary.
Good evening, Nick. How's it sound?
You sound marvelous.
All right, sounds good to me. So we have a net coming up here in about 3 minutes, so I'll just back out of here and stand by for another fabulous night on the air. Yep, club night tonight, 3 minutes.
That's right, everybody. Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association ClubNet Tuesday night. Be there or be square. Newsline tonight, hosted by our very own N8WB, Stephen Kinford. Fine business there, Stephen. This is KD8SLG standing by.
I have to stand. KD8BC.
In the corner, Dustin. In the corner. AA8CS.
No one asked you, Mike. KD8SLG standing by.
Da, 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 da.
I think we have some FCC regs being broken. AA8CS.
Only a few? Up your game, guys.
Get ready for the weekly Serenet starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, Sarah and friends. The beginning of this net was sort of kind of getting horses in the slots, so that they can ring the bell and they're off to the races. All the participants are jumping around. They just can't wait to get on the track. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. CQ, this is W8WKY calling CQ for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Net. My name is Gary. My personal call is Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra, and I'll be your net control this evening using the club call W8WKY. Sometimes I have trouble with that, but we'll see how it works out this evening. We meet on this repeater every Tuesday night at 8 p.m., and we encourage all amateur radio operators to participate. This is Controlled Net, open to any and all licensed amateurs. Please direct traffic through net control. As always, priority and emergency traffic may break into this net at any time. Tonight, as we normally do, we'll take in and out traffic, followed by a round of regular check-ins, and then I'm going to turn it over to my night. The lowly stand-in for the supreme master of trivia, Russ. Oh boy, that was Freudian. That was Freudian. Eric, W8ELM, who normally has the best of the best when it comes to trivia questions, but I'll see what I can do tonight. Before we get started, just a couple of announcements. All right, our next VE session will be Saturday, April 6th, 2024. That'll be at the Sharon Center United Methodist Church. That April 6th. It'll be upon us before we know it. Also, CFARC's having their Hamfest April 13th, and I know that's pretty far in advance, but mark your calendar for April 13th, and if you want to participate as a vendor, the Cuyahoga Falls group 8. And as it always is, it will be at Emilio and Sons Party Center in Cuyahoga Falls. I also want to mention the OCF antenna build reprise was a smashing success. We had a great time. There was, I think, including myself, there were 10 people there, and all antennas worked. Well, almost all. At any rate, that's what is on tap tonight. Are there any other announcements for the group tonight? Give me a call. All right, as I mentioned, we'll do in and out traffic first, followed by a round of regular check-ins. When checking in, please give me your call sign, your name, and your location. At this time, I'll take in and out traffic for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Net. Please call W8WKY. In and out only, please.
Bravo 8, Victor, Whiskey, in Barber.
November 8th, Whiskey, Sugar, Bill in New London, in and out.
Whiskey 8, Charlie Tango Mike, carry it, Portage Lakes, in and out.
November 8th, Zulu X-Ray, Bravo, N8, ZXB, John, in and out.
G, in and out, good evening.
W8WKY.
Kilo, Bravo 8, Victor, Hotel Mike, KB8, VHM, Tom and Green, in and out.
Kilo, Echo 8,
Tango Lima Bravo, KE8 TLB, Randy and Ripman, and I'll be in and out. 73, and God bless everyone.
Alpha Bravo 8, Charlie Mike, Chris, and Akron, in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Romeo, KE8 ZZR, Harry and Wadsworth, in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, Uniform Victor Papa, Brenda in Doylestown, in and out.
Kilo Alpha 8, Oscar Alpha Delta 10, Fairlawn, in.
KB8 LNK will be in and out tonight.
All right, let me pick it up. All right, here's who we have. WB8VMW, N8WS, W8CTM, N8ZXB, KB8 Victor Hotel Mike, KE8TLB, AB8CM, and KE8ZZR. Harry, thanks for stopping by this evening. I'm not going to put you on the spot and make you talk tonight, Harry, but one of these days you're going to have to talk on this net. And it was good to have you at the OCF antenna build there this past weekend. That was KE8ZZR, KE8UVP, and KA8OAD. And last on my list here is KB8LNK. I'm sure there was a couple doubles in there. So if I missed you, come on down.
Kilo Echo 8, Juliet November Hotel, Doug and Ripman, in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, India Mike Echo, David, Sterling, Ohio, in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-Ray, KE8 VOX, Scott and Vermillion.
All right, we picked up KF8G, KE8JNH, KE8IME, and KE8VOX. All right, let's do one more round here of in-and-out traffic only. In-and-out traffic, come on down. Please call W8WKY.
Kilo Delta 8, Echo Papa Charlie, KDDPC, Dustin and Medina, in and out.
CS, net control, this is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Gary, have a wonderful net this evening. God bless. WV3K clear.
All righty, we picked up KD8EPC. Get back in the corner, Dustin. And WV3K. Thanks, Phil. I intend to have a very, very, very good net. All right, let's leave it at that for right now. Let's go ahead and pick up a round of regular check-ins here. If you would like to, like commune with the group here, now's your opportunity. Give me a call. W8WKY is looking for regular check-ins. Regular check-ins, please.
November Tango 8 Delta NT8D David Copley.
Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Uniform Kilo. Short time.
Kilo Echo 8 Uniform India Bravo KE8 UIB. John in Massillon.
King Charles 8.
W8WKY.
Fox Queen Victor.
This is Kilo Delta
North
8,
Mark,
Sierra Lima Golf,
KCFQV.
KD8 SLG, Nick in Orville. Stepping over FQV, I hope.
Of course. All right, let me pick it up. We have WB8CXO, NT8D, KE8YEK, I think, in your short time. So just stand by, and we'll come back, and if there's a correction in the call, we'll take care of that then. We got you in here, John, KE8UIB, KC8FQV. Good evening, Mark. And slithering out from under the bus. Huh? How's that for an adjective? Slithering. KD8 SLG. Oh, man. I don't even know if that's an adjective. At any rate, let's try it again. Regular check-in for the Tuesday night net. Give me a call.
This is WO3X, Whiskey Oscar 3 X-Ray, John in Cuyahoga Falls.
Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, Tom Canton.
Kilo Charlie 8, Hotel Delta Papa, KC8 HDP, Jerry in Shreve.
Whiskey 8, Echo Lima, Mike, Eric Orville.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, Eric in Strongsville, KE8 VZA.
November 8, Lima, Tango Radio on RF, the way it should be. Bill in green.
Kilo Golf 4, Sierra Charlie Kilo, KG4 SCK, Mark and Copley.
All right, nicely done, everyone. Okay, we also picked up WO3X, KA8MNT, KC8HDP, W8ELM, KE8VZA, N8LTR, and KG4SCK. Okay, did I miss anybody? Come now. Alrighty, let's turn it over to me, and let's see. I think someplace here I have a trivia question. This might be fun. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, here you go. Not nearly as intellectual as Eric's are, but hey, you're dealing with me now. The phrase "always a bridesmaid, but never a bride" was coined by a company selling what product? Let me repeat the question. The phrase, always a bridesmaid, but never a bride, was coined by a company selling what product? A, mouthwash. B, corsets. C, diet pills. D, shampoo. Let's try it again. A, mouthwash. B, corsets. C, diet pills. D, shampoo. Oh, yeah. Good luck, everybody. Let's start. Let's see. Where do we start? WB8CXO. Wow. Mike, take it away. What do you think about the trivia question and anything else for the net tonight? WB8CXO AA8CS doing business tonight as W8WKY. All right, Mike, thanks for that. I pulled it up already. It's Hermes Like 2 Plus QRP HF SDR transceiver. Looks like fun, and it looks like, on a very cursory examination, it looks like under $100 for the kit. Oh yeah, let's have some fun. Thanks, Mike, for being here, and I'm going to give you about a half hour to stop bragging about our repeater and our crack tech committee, and we do have a crack tech committee. And let me just throw a call out. NADI, Jason does a fabulous job with some backup, and we certainly appreciate it. And good to know that the repeater is performing admirably. All right, we'll clear with CXO. Let's pick up Dave, NT8D. Good morning, Dave. Oh, Mike, by the way, I got you down for B, Corset. So there you go. NT8D, Dave, take it away.
Thank you, Gary. Good evening, everybody on the net and any listeners. Hope everybody had a good Tuesday. Nice sunny day. I got some work done today and got some bills paid, so not too bad of a day. Just eating up on some homemade French fries with some gravy out of an envelope that we mixed up on the stove there. So some French fries and gravy. So that's my dinner for tonight. Not too bad. Just wasn't real hungry. I just kind of had a little craving. Let's see. Anything else? I just got a call yesterday. The rhythm section for Jesus Christ Superstar needs to meet next Thursday because that's the only day that everybody can be there. So I told them that I would join them. So I'm going to have to miss the meeting. Very sad about that, but I will be there in spirit. Let's see. I hope Jim's doing well. I know I've heard him on and off, but best on his recovery along with Judy. I heard him check in here tonight. And let's see. I don't know if I'm old enough to know the answer to this one there, Gary. That seems like a really old saying. Some part of me wants to go to mouthwash, though. But yeah, I'll go with B, Corset, because I just think it's got to be that old. But I could be wrong. Back to net control. Oh, and congratulations on the revisiting the antenna. I'm glad. Good job. Good idea, and I'm glad everybody had a good day. AA8CS NT8D.
All right, Dave, thanks for that. And honestly, it was a lot of fun. We had some bagels and some coffee and some coffee cake. So, like what Sarah does best, we do eat pretty doggone well at almost any event. So, there you have it. All right, Dave. That sounds great, though, your musical thing there, your practice. And that's... you know what? That's cool. So good luck with that and enjoy. And we'll keep the light on for you. All right, we'll clear with NT8D. I copied KE8YEK, and I'm not sure that that's the call or not. But the XYL, please, or YL, whichever. Come now. KE8YEK. This is W8WKY.
Well, howdy. This is KE8YUK, Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo, yuck, if you will. And yes, I am an XYL, but I do have a YL right next to me, third-party traffic, who's never really interacted with radio before, and I was wondering if we could give her a spin. Otherwise, my day was pretty busy, and boxing took enough out of me that I am tired, but we're not tired enough because we are having a movie sleepover, and it's going to be a blast. But with that, I'm going to ask third-party traffic acceptable. KE8YUK, back to net control.
All right, Lucy. I can't believe I missed that call. Anyway, of course we want to hear from Betty. Yeah. have her come on down. Make sure she gets my call right. W8WKY. Sometimes it gets very confusing, but I'm sure she's bright enough to handle it.
Not Betty. However, I am a child at heart. We are in a movie night, and I bought 5 different kinds of ice cream because I have adult money. But given the chance, wouldn't you buy every flavor ice cream you could? I just took the chance everyone wishes they had. Favorite ice creams, anyone? KE8YUK with third-party traffic. Back to that control.
What? No Betty? Oh, that was fabulous, though. But we got a VE session coming up here on April 6th. So you can bring down your sleepover group, and let's get some more licenses out there. By the sound of your voices, we absolutely could use your input, that's for sure. Well, enjoy, and of course I'd buy every flavor ice cream. My daughter used to say, Baskin Robbins, 38 flavors everywhere. Yeah, that's what she said. All right, take care. Thanks for stopping by. And I never did get the name of the third-party traffic, so Lucy, you want to lay that on me, please? If it's not Betty, who might it be?
That would be one of my best friends in the whole world, Katiana. Betty actually is here. She's just asleep in the back, so I'm sure she'd wave a hand if she could. But yeah, Katiana, and this is Lucy, back to Net Control.
All righty, Katiana, good evening to you, and thanks for stopping. Hey, we are harmless, and we are a lot of fun, too. So get a license, come on down. We'd love to have you. All right, we'll clear with YUK, and let's see how the $5 dreams go on. KE8UIB, AA8CS. Good morning, John. No. Good evening, John.
AA8CS from KE8UIB. Good evening, Gary, and everybody out there on the net. Oh, the trivia question. Well, let me see. Everybody's chosen B so far, so hey, put me down for C. I'll take C, Charlie, and we'll see what that ends up as. I think you're smart enough not to choose C for a correct answer, but we'll see, okay? So with that, I hope everybody's having a good evening as I'm sitting at home relaxing, living that $5 dream a nickel at a time. Hi. And I just want to say thank you for running the net this evening, Gary, and thank you there, Nick, behind the curtains, keeping up on NetLogger and enjoying the chat. I guess I should have said peppermint ice cream for my answer. Hi. But with that, I hope everybody has a good evening. This is KE8UIB. I'm going to hand this back over to Net Control 730, y'all.
All right, John, very good. I need to have a conversation with you, sir, so expect a phone call within the next couple days here. Good to hear you this evening, and you keep living that $5 dream a nickel at a time, and pretty soon you're going to surpass inflation. You will, I promise. Okay, John. Hey, before we go on, I got to go back to KE8YUK. I don't think I got your trivia question answered, and I'm thinking this trivia question would be right up your alley. Well, I mean, you should know something about this, I would think, being an XYL and all. KE8YUK, along with Katiana, if you guys would like to come back with a trivia question answer, I would appreciate it. All right, I guess we don't get an answer from the experts. Well, they're into the movies already, I'm sure. All right, let's keep her moving. KC8FQV, good morning, Mark. Good evening, Mark. This is W8WKY.
Well, good evening, Gary. KC8FQV. I'm going to say mouthwash. I'll try the mouthwash one. And everything else is going okay. Just finished eating dinner. Same that we had earlier today. And so, not much else. Rice and Chinese vegetables and the bean sprout stuff and that. It was bean sprouts. But everything else is going good. So we'll send it back to net tomorrow. I might go get the 30 slippers. The ones I have are wore out. So they're time to get replaced. It's hard to find the ones that you used to have that you wore out. But we'll send it back to net, KCFTV.
All right, Mark, got you down for Alpha. And thanks for being here, and thanks for putting up with me. I appreciate it. Oh, man. All right, we'll clear with KC8FQV. Let's pick up KD8SLG from under the bus. Come on down, Nick. What's up in your world? I haven't talked to you in at least, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. KD8SLG, AA8CS, what say you?
W8WKY, this is KD8SLG. Good afternoon, Gary, and all of the Sarah Club netizens. I got to start by asking for a reread of the answers, because I lost one somewhere along the way. So could you prattle those off real quickly for me, please?
I surely can. The question real quick is, the phrase, always a bridesmaid but never a bride, was coined by a company selling what product? Your choices are A, mouthwash, B, corsets, C, diet pills, D, shampoo.
Oh man, thank you very much for that. I'm gonna have to go with Charlie, diet pills, just 'cause. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. That's me, middle-aged man-child. Good time was had by all this weekend at the off-center fed dipole rebuild. It was great to spend an afternoon with a bunch of fellow hams, and we got a bunch of work done, and we had a bunch of fun, and what more could you ask for? It was even sunny. So there. Not a whole lot going on since last time I talked to you, Gary. Got a Coke Zero, and I'm listening to the net. I did open NetLogger behind your back, mainly because it seemed everybody was kind of chatty right before the net. So I thought I'd give them an avenue to jump in the blue window and the blue screen and say hi to everybody. I do have a couple of folks that want to check in with you, though. AI-HV, that's Greg out of Oklahoma, and K5CFY seems to have joined the party, too. If you'd like to put them at the bottom of the list, they'd like to participate tonight. And me, I'm also living the dream. One nightmare at a time. This is KD8SLG. Back to net control.
All right, Nick, thank you for that. I pulled up I pulled up NetLogger. Yeah, thanks for doing that. That's pretty cool. Let me see. What is going on the blue screen? Let me see. Oh, yeah. A couple folks out there. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. All right, I'm done. AI5, I didn't catch the rest of that call, Nick. Can you come back with that?
I could if I could find my foot pedal. AI5HV, Greg. He's a good friend of the Border Breaker net, and he's been jumping into our nets from time to time, and he likes to get involved. And of course, you know, K5CFY, KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right, Nick, thanks for that. Appreciate coming back there. And I do have AI5HV and K5CFY at the bottom of the list. So we will get there momentarily. All right, Nick, thanks for that. And we'll talk soon, I'm sure. KD8SLG, we'll clear with you. Let's pick up W6 03X, my favorite zero station, but yeah, just for accounting purposes, we'll say WO3X. Good evening, John. How are you, and what do you have for us?
Good evening, Gary, and all on the net. Yeah, this is WO3X, also known as W03X. Let's see, NADI gave me some advice yesterday about the driver for a Siliconics CP210X, and the problem actually was I already had the driver, but it wouldn't install because the instructions from N1MM that I was reading said never have the radio connected to the computer until you installed the driver. Well, without the radio connected to the computer, the device doesn't even show up to be able to install the driver. Well, this is Windows 11, so I guess maybe that's why it was different. So I hooked the radio up to the computer, and the device showed up, and then I was able to install the driver. So I got that working. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with A, mouthwash, but I don't know if that is the solution to the problem, then the problem must be pretty drastic. So I don't know. That sounds pretty bad, but that's what I'm going with. So with that, back to the net. This is WO3X.
All right, WO3X/W03X. John got you down for A, and you can count on any good information from NADI, but glad that all worked out. So looking forward to the Hamfest coming up here, John. And you guys do a great job with that Hamfest. It is a lot of fun, and it is the focus of the area hams, really and truly, to get together there. So good for you guys. All right, we're clear with WO3X. Let me pick up KA8MNT. Good evening, Tom. How are you this evening? And what do you have for the net tonight?
W8WKY, this is KA8MNT. Good evening, Gary, and everybody that's on the net this evening. Oh, I don't have a whole lot for the net tonight. Let's see. First of all, we'll knock down this trivia question, and yeah, I do know it's one of 4 answers. So not too many people has taken A, so I think I'm going to do that. The other 3 looks like it might be right, but then again, I'm wrong most of the time. Oh, let's see. What happened today? We had our weekly brunch with the 50.4 6-meter group, and we did solve a lot of the world's problems, but unfortunately, you-know-who turned around and made us some more, so we got our work cut out for us today. Let's see, what else is going on? Not too much, ouch, not too much anything else going on. So I think I'll go ahead and I'll turn everything back to W8WKY. This is Kilo Alpha 8 Mike, November Tango. Night all.
Night all. I take that every once in a while. All right, Tom, thanks for being here. Tell Linda we said hello. I got you down for Alpha, by the way. Great answer. Yeah, that's a good answer. I personally like Mike, CXO is the answer, which isn't one of the choices. But we'll let that go. All right, Tom, thanks for that. Thanks for being here this evening. Really appreciate it, and appreciate all your activity with the club, and the chuckle every barometer net. So thanks again for all that, Tom. All right, we'll clear with MNT. Let's pick up Jerry, KC8HDP. If anyone has never heard me say this before, Jerry does understand how you're supposed to check into a net, particularly if you haven't checked into the net before. Yes, KC8HDP, Jerry, checker inner extraordinaire. What say you, my friend?
Well, good evening, Gary, and good evening to everyone on the net. Great to hear everyone in here this evening. Festive bunch. I'm going to answer the trivia question before I forget. Since no one's taken Delta yet, and it sounds perfectly plausible, I will go with Delta for my answer. We'll see how that works out. Boy, it's been really busy last month, this whole last month. Boy, you've had VHF Simplex Day and Winter Field Day and VE sessions and all kinds of great stuff going on. So, been a really great time. Gosh, other than that, I really don't have anything. So, looking forward to the meeting 1 week from tomorrow. Hope to see a bunch of people there. With that, I'll send it back to you, Gary. W8WKY and the net from KC8H, KC8HDP 73.
73, right back at you, Jerry. Thanks for being here this evening. I have you down for Delta, which gives us someone has taken every distractor. So must be a decent question, I guess. But we're going to find out right now. We'll clear with HDP. I'm going to pick up the let's see. Eric Mast, better known as W8ELM, is Professor Trivia and absolutely unparalleled master of trivia, and he is second to none. So I'm really kind of embarrassed by this question by his standards, but I'm going to call on him anyway. I should have put him under the bus, and I don't know. We'll see. I'm embarrassed, Eric. Over to you, W8ELM, W8WKY.
W8WKY and the group. This is W8ELM. Well, Gary, I've said many times the only reason I do the trivia questions is because it's the only way I can usually get the answer right. And that's probably going to be the case tonight. I have no idea. You've done an excellent job here, and all of these possibilities could be the correct answer. I am, however, going to choose letter D, shampoo, for a couple of reasons. First of all, some of you know me and have seen me and know that I part my hair right down the middle. And the second reason is that I haven't used shampoo in over half a century. So for those reasons alone, that's why I am going to choose letter D, Delta. And I'm going to get a little time and maybe put in a plug here. Should have done it during the announcements, but we'll take care of it now. Our sister club, the Wayne Amateur Radio Club down in Worcester, will be having their meeting this coming Thursday. That will be at the corner of Burbank and Oldman in Worcester, just north of the soccer fields. And meeting will begin at 7 p.m. And Jerry, KC8HDP, is going to be providing the program on Skywarn Protocol. So if any of you are interested in that, I'm sure it will be interesting. With that, thanks, Gary, for a great question and for running the net. And this is W8ELM back to net.
All right, Eric, thank you for being here this evening, and thanks for the announcement. That's pretty cool. I honestly, I was just going through some email before the net and saw the meeting information come across the wire, along with the your minutes and stuff. So yeah, we're going to see if we can make it out there this week, Eric. So wish me luck. And anyway, thanks for being the master of trivia, second to none. We all know that. So, and thanks for putting up with my trivia question this evening. All right, we'll clear with W8ELM. Let's pick up Eric, KE8VZA. Good evening, Eric. What say you, sir?
W8WKY.
W8WKY in the group. This is KE8VZA. Eric in stereo tonight. Anyway. Hi, Gary. Hi, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. Trivia. Very good question. I think you can make an argument for any one of those answers being the right one. I think this saying has been around for a long time, so I'm going to go with potentially the oldest thing, or at least what I think is the oldest item on there, and go with Bravo corsets. So there. Anyway, went to the rec center tonight, tried out some new weight machines, the ones that work the hips, and the calves and the knees. So I may not be able to walk tomorrow. Anyway, as long as I can crawl, I guess I can make it to the car, right? And observing the pool, I've come up with a new name for people that hang out in the lap lanes and don't swim. I call them lane loafers. Anyway, good to hear the antenna build was a success, and also checked into the Norris 10-meter net tonight. That was interesting, and that's about all I have. Thanks for running the net tonight, Gary, and this is KE8VZA, back to net control.
Okay, thanks for that, Eric. Yeah, I'll tell you, I love working out. The problem with those weight machines, they're heavy. They're heavy. If they were a little lighter, it would work out a little better for me anyway. Eric, take care and have a great evening. What's left of it. There's some good basketball. There's some good college basketball on tonight, but I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. But there is some good college basketball on tonight. Okay, and Eric, the build was actually, this was the cleanup of the original build. There were two new starts, and that was N8LTR, who's coming up next, and myself. There was another 4 or 5 that had to tune and make sure that theirs was working correctly. There was at least 1, maybe 2 that needed to adjust their balun. So it was a fun time, and again, Harry, I'm trying to find him here. Yeah, KE8ZZR, new ham, new club member, and he showed up. He just wanted to observe. Him and George Rydell came by, N1EZZ, and let's see, there's a couple other people just, LNK came by. No. LNK brought his antenna. Anyway, it was a great time. We had a really good time. The weather cooperated, and all was well. With that, let me turn it over to Bill, N8LTR. Bill, did you use this kind weather that we've had since Saturday to cut your wire? And tell me, did you put the antenna up in the air? N8LTR. W8WKY.
Alan, W8WKY in a group, N8LTR. Nope, that's tomorrow's project, Gary, is cut the wires and affix it to the balun and go fly the thing. And I'm also going to haul my ATB-34 out of the rafters and make the nice lady across the street and down one of the house probably fluoresce and jump 20 points in blood pressure, since she thinks I have too many antennas now. But such is life. So that's what's on the docket for me. As far as the trivia, I'm going to vote A, and that's based on some pretty good knowledge. I have to thank my one-time human resources director for that knowledge. Other than that, got another couple of warm work days ahead, so good time for those of you that are able. Get out there, get some antennas done. N8LTR, back to net.
All right, Bill. N8LTR, AA8CS here, doing business as W8WKY. Bill, I got to say, let me just make this announcement to everybody. Bill's going to be doing our presentation on Tuesday, and great title and great presentation. I've already had the opportunity to preview it. And let me just say, here's the title, and you take it from there. So, you want to put up a tower. Yeah, great presentation. And again, third Thursday, it's the 15th this month. Make a note in the calendar and bring a friend. Yeah, bring a friend. Everybody wants a tower, even me. But you need to know the magnitude of the project before you jump into it. Anyway, that being said, appreciate Bill doing that for us, and we look forward to that presentation. We're going to clear with N8LTR. Let's pick up Mark KG4. FCK, Mark, how you be, sir? And my buddy's here with me. You know my buddy. Yeah, EG, my buddy.
Well, good evening, W8WKY and your buddy over there. What a fantastic question, Gary. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. My basis will be on marketing, what I can remember. There were plenty of mouthwash commercials. I don't recall any corset commercials unless Spanx qualifies. Not a whole lot of diet pills. Mother had something called ads or something. It was chocolate. At least I thought it was chocolate until she informed me it was something to do with dieting. I stopped eating that. But shampoo. I remember growing up, shampoo, there was tons and tons and tons and tons of commercials about all different kinds of shampoos. And even when you walk down the aisle at Walmart, it's a whole lineup of shampoos. So I'm going to go with Delta shampoos. And, yeah, there you go. Glad y'all had a nice after party. Sorry I missed it. Had lots to do over here. So next time, KG4SCK back to net.
Oh, yeah, KG4SCK, W8WKY. All right, Mark, yeah, the after party was very interesting. Very interesting. So, yeah. We had a good time. It was just a good time, and that's what it's all about. You got to be having a good time. If you're not having a good time, you're doing something wrong. Just saying. All right, we'll clear with KG4SCK. Let's head out to the Great Southern Plains. Yes, time to get out there. AI5HV, Greg, good evening to you, and welcome to the Tuesday night Serenet. Take it away.
W8WKY, this is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor, Greg in Broken Arrow. How are you doing this evening, Gary?
Greg, I am doing just fine. Peachy keen, as they say. Yeah, and I trust that you're doing well as well. Over.
I'm doing pretty good. So today was a good day. I finished up my documentation for DigiRig on configuration for use with several different radios, and I sent it back to K0TX and let him know, because the Anytone radio was one of the ones. Anytone 578 was one of the radios that I've been playing with, and was able to get that figured out and documented, and I sent it back to him so that he would have that information to share with others. But regarding your trivia question, I'm going to go with the letter A, mouthwash. As I recall, there was something about that was back in around the 1920s, if I remember right. But anyway, A for mouthwash would be my answer.
W8WKY.
All right, Greg. Got you down for Alpha. And, yeah, that's a reasonable answer, I would say. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Honestly, before I ran across this question, I really never knew that that phrase was associated with a product. I always thought it was something more, I don't know, personal maybe. Anyway, Greg, we're going to clear with you. Thanks for stopping by. Don't be a stranger. We're here on Tuesday nights. We got the, you know the routine. You know the routine. So just be here. Don't be square, as Nick would say. We're going to clear with AI5HV, and now here it comes. Are you ready? Here we go. K5CFY. I love saying that. K5CFY. AA8CS, doing business tonight as W8WKY. What say you, Ray? Do you have any solid input on this question?
W8WKY, this is K5CFY. Yeah, all of the could be good answers there, but I think I want to go with Delta. But anyway, good to hear you on there, Gary. Good to see all the friends from the barometer net on here. And today is a special day for me and my lovely bride. We have been married for 54 years today. So we just got back from McDonald's, so we're having a good evening.
That sounds like a good evening. Yeah, my wife was saying, okay, would you put some water on and let me know when it boils? She was going to make some spaghetti. I said, Joy, let's just go out to dinner tonight. I mean, order out for dinner tonight. Order out. We don't go out. I mean, it's tough to go out without prior planning, but we carry out, and we circle back to carry out sometimes. Yeah. At any rate, Ray, we're doing okay. You sound like you had a great evening. Anything else on your mind there? I got you down for Delta, by the way.
CFY returning. That's about it for me, Gary. Again, thanks for getting me in there, and good to hear everybody out there. Have a great evening. Everybody stay safe. 73. We'll catch you on the barometer net. K5CFY. I'll be clear.
All right, Ray. K5CFY, W8WKY. Don't forget to scratch old Fred behind his ears for me, and we'll catch you in the morning on Thursday and Friday. It's an ungodly hour, and that's about all. Thursday and Friday is the best I can do. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, we'll clear with K5CFY. Brings me to the bottom of my list. We are, wow, 8:57. Let me take some more check-ins. If you would like to check into the net, give me a call. This is W8WKY.
KE8WVV, Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey Victor Victor, Ethan in Manaway.
KG7 IRJ, Paul and Maslin.
Kilowatt 8 American Motors Experimental.
November 8, Victor, X-Ray Quebec, Perry in Perry's Township. I'll just be in and out.
All right, nicely done. KE8WVV, KG7, IRJ, K8AMX, and good to hear you, sir. It's been a long time. The only guy I know that has a township named after him. N8VXQ. Perry, good to hear you. I hope all is well with you. I have you in and out. Okay, I got a trivia question. I'm going to read it. It's quick. The question reads, the phrase always a bridesmaid but never a bride was coined by a company selling what product? Your choices are A, mouthwash, B, corsets, C, diet pills, D, shampoo. That would be shampoo. All right, let's get right to Ethan there. KE8WVV, Ethan, take it away.
KE8WVV, well, good evening everyone here on the net. I will first go ahead and answer the trivia question. I don't have any real fact knowledge, sleepy, on anything of that matter, so I'm going to guess shampoo. I think it's D. Let's see. Well, my dog Bailey was not doing well, and is now in doggy heaven. He was having some trouble breathing, and then got taken to the vet, and they couldn't help him, and a little bit keep it humane and put him out of his misery, let him be up there, and so yeah, kind of sad. 11 years old, and great pup dog. Anyways, I don't have anything else. KE8WVV, back to the net.
KE8WVV, Ethan, good evening to you, sir. I have you down for letter D. Thanks for your answer. And I feel for you, sir. I feel for you. I've got a tender spot in my heart for dogs. And as a matter of fact, I've said this many times. I like most dogs much more than I like most people. But so you know where I'm coming from, Ethan. And it's tough to leave your good friend, and they are your good friend. They are your best friend, man's best friend. All right, Ethan, got you down for D. Feeling for you, buddy, and just take care. Just take care, and hopefully you got pictures. And I got a couple pictures of Marley around here. He's been gone for about 3 years now, and I do miss that dog to this day. Anyway, that being said, Ethan, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself. KE8WVV, W8WKY. Let's go to Paul, KG7IRJ. Good evening, Paul. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. KG7IRJ. Yeah, I get tired of you guys telling me you can hardly hear me. So I got my Echolink working again. I'm in Maslin, but all I got right now is handy talkies, so that's how I get out most of the time. And as far as the doggies go, yeah, I've had a good one. And question to the barometer net people, whatever happened to K9LUCY? Did she cross the bridge or what? And I believe my answer for the trivia quiz is C. I can remember we had an old doctor that gave my mother thyroid pills to get her to lose weight. And she ended up with an underactive thyroid and had to be stuck on the thyroid pills for the rest of her life. But anyway, W8WKY, KG7IRJ.
KG7IRJ AA8CS. Doing business tonight is W8WKY. How many times do I have to make that mistake? All right, Paul. Yeah, thanks for that. And wow, I remember diet pills. Back in the day when I was in school, we used them. We'd take diet pills to stay up and study. Never did any good, but that's what we did. Anyway, Paul, thanks for being here. Yeah, you sounded you're very sharp, very, very sharp. Definitely readable, 100%. Not a soothing tone, a very their tone, and it works great. So never fear. Just come on back and visit us. All right, we'll clear with IRJ, and let's pick up K8AMX, living the dream in beautiful downtown Firestone Park. Good evening, Dick.
Well, hello, Gary, and all the chickens and the scanners, and a very good evening to all. And let me see, I'm going to go A on the trivia. And I tried to check in on the barometer net this morning, but had a minor event sneak up on me this morning, and was tied up and misread, but certainly heard Jim, and boy, Jim sounded great. Sounded like he's back on in fine fashion and back up to his fighting weight. So we're glad to hear that. And with that, I'm going to say 73 to everybody, and I'm not going to inflict myself upon you guys any further. So, back to that. This is Kilowatt 8, American Motors Experimental, living the dream in beautiful downtown Firestone Park.
K8AMX, W8WKY. All right, Dick. Yeah, I never get it right either. Okay, I got you down for Alpha. Tell Susan we said hello. You have a fabulous evening, and we'll talk again probably on Thursday. That would be my guess. Again, want to say hello to Perry. That was very nice of him stopping by to say hello. Appreciate that. That's N8 VXQ. And we are at the bottom of the list, bottom of the net. Let's get right to the trivia question. The phrase, always a bridesmaid but never a bride, was coined by a company selling mouthwash. While the phrase seems to have a patina of age on it, always a bridesmaid but never a bride is actually a relatively recent addition to the English language. The implication of the phrase is that the woman in question is perpetually stuck in the position of assisting the bride achieve her happy marriage but never achieving it herself. What could stand in the bridesmaid's way? Bad breath, of course. Thusly, Director A, or Distractor A. Or so you would believe. Here's the rest of the explanation. If you saw an ad run by Listerine Company back in 1925, the ad pitched the idea that the real problem in a young lady's life was bad breath, and by that, or by banishing it with Listerine, she wouldn't risk a life of spinsterhood and loneliness. While such an advertising tact wouldn't work so well in today's world, the ad campaign was wildly successful, and Listerine sales climbed from $100,000 a year in 1921 to more than $4 million a year by 1927. And that's the rest of the story. I do want to thank everybody for participating. It was a great net, and I had fun, so I hope everyone else had fun as well. We'll get everybody off to any other nets that you're going to. I'm going to take another one last round of check-ins just to see if anybody else has anything on their mind, if anybody else would like to join us, or if you're still hanging around and have any questions or want to add something. We'll just have a little free-for-all here for the next 5 minutes or so. This is W8WKY. Anybody else for the net this evening? All right, after all that, nothing. All right. I'm sure I'm talking to myself now, but at this time, I will close the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday night net at 9:11 p.m. We had 37 check-ins this evening. I want to thank everyone who participated in today's net. And don't forget to check out the Drive Time Barometer net and all of the other nets on 3.9 here. Tomorrow is going to be a busy net day. We have the Boredom Breaker net in the afternoon and the Beacon net in the evening. So if you're not doing anything, stop by and say hello. All the details on our webpage, w8wky.org. All right, until next Tuesday. Let's see, who's doing it next Tuesday? Looks like Jerry. KC8HDP will be turning the dials. I return this repeater to normal amateur radio use. W8WKY is clear, 73, y'all. Have a fabulous rest of the evening. Take care, and God bless. AA8CS is clear.
AA8CS K8AMX.
K8AMX AA8CS. Hi, Dick.
Yeah, you know, the mouthwash mouthwash, Listerine. They never added back then if everybody brushed their teeth, and you could wonder where the yellow went when you brush your teeth with Pepsodent, and that might help too.
Yeah, it might have. Yeah, Pepsodent. And how about what is it? Bucky, Bucky, Bucky. Here's the new iPana. Da 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 da. It's healthy for your teeth. Yeah, iPana would do the trick too, maybe.
W8WKY.
It's pretty amazing. And but the one that seemed to really last over the years, it's still on top, might be Crest.
I don't remember Crest back in the day. I mean, maybe that's what we used. I guess it was. I'm lucky. I remember the commercials and Listerine. I don't know if they had any competition back then. I think it was a matter of just education. Saying, "Hey, this will help your breath," and then the subsequent mouthwashes after Listerine tasted a whole lot better, and then they kind of took Listerine down by the phrase medicine breath. So yeah, you don't want medicine breath. So it's kind of interesting. And then Listerine now, which is what I use now, it's called Lister Mint. It still has a sharper taste than the other stuff. Trying to think of what I'm trying to think of, but I don't know. They had to adapt, but you can still see the old time Listerine bottle in an apothecary jar almost. Back to you, Dick.
That some of those companies had a very interesting history, and Crest, I'm trying to think who they were developed by another manufacturer of toothpaste, and Crest, they came out with Crest. And was that the one that came out with fluoride first? I forget which one added fluoride. But I can remember my mom is really a youngster. When I brushed my teeth, she always made me rinse with Listerine, and I think it was my young age that, man, oh man, you put a mouthful of Listerine in there, and that just about took your breath away.
Well, it was pretty medicine-y. Let me just say that. It's and it hasn't changed. It's still there, and there's people that swear by it. It's tough. I think I would rather rinse my mouth out with bourbon, but you know what that leads to. It's probably close to the same thing, I would imagine. I would imagine that. Anyway, yeah, there's some really you get into the old stuff back then. So I was kind of banking on people not being old enough to remember that on this one, on this particular question. But I didn't go over who all got it right. I should have done that. Yeah, it's because we were running late. But we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 correct answers. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 correct answers, including yourself, Dick. You got it right. But I knew you were going to get it right. You lived it, right? And I have a question. Did your lovely wife use Listerine? Is that how you and her got married?
Well, that's a heck of a question. But I think it's because of something that Dick used to haul from state to state, N8PZD.
There you go. Talking about my booze running days. When we brought Coors into Ohio by ambulance. Oh man, load up the back of the brand new ambulance with cases and cases of Coors. And I was checking out Susan's history before Susan and I got together. And she said yes, the family used Listerine, and she also said that the mint Listerine leaves a little bit to be desired, I think. But there's some more of my history, Gary.
Yep, and your history gets more and more complex as we speak there, Dick. Oh, man. You know what amazes me, though, is I can remember, these commercials and stuff. And honestly, to this day, I'm still intrigued by really good commercials. That's one of the reasons I really like the Super Bowl halftime. And the Super Bowl itself is the commercials. They have been stellar in the past. There have been a few that have been absolutely stellar, and there's a number of commercials on today that they're currently running that are really interesting. So, and maybe that's why I still remember that kind of stuff. But I just wish I could remember my name tomorrow. Let's see. I think that's Clark in the air. Clark, take it away.
All right. Yeah, I imagine I'm not the football person. My mother used to watch football pretty good. But this Taylor Swift player, he sounds pretty fast. We'll just have to see if it works out. I think we're lucky that he didn't come to play for the Browns, because the Browns sure had a lot of injuries this year. And from what I've seen about this Taylor Swift, he's a pretty thin player. He'd probably get crumbled on the field.
Well, Taylor Swift, to me, when I look at her, she is less than spectacular in the beauty department, and I don't know. That's a romance we'll check out, but boy, with their combined incomes, they could be relatively solid over the next couple years.
W8WKY.
All right, sorry about that. I lost my foot pedal. Travis Kelce is a big boy. He's the big boy. I just pulled his stuff up, so I don't know this by heart, but he is, let's see, 6'5". He weighs 250 pounds. And his high school is Cleveland Heights, and he went to Cincinnati. So, I mean, he's a local kid, essentially. So, and a hell of a football player. We got some other local people around here that have done very well in that regard. But, Dick, are you kidding me? The girl's gorgeous. I mean, you know, when you can really tell how beautiful someone is when they don't have any makeup on. Now, I mean, to me, and maybe you're reacting to that too, when they're all made up like that, they look like clowns to me. So that's not, you know, I don't think that's indicative of, you know, I mean, when people are made up like that, they should be on stage, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, Clark, take it away. This is AAHCS.
Well, I'd like to see her dig up a couple acres of potatoes. That's where the good stuff starts for me. Or raise some horses in the stem cell laboratory. I'm the one in my family that didn't take up the fine arts, so I don't speak from a musical background. I just play the stereo.
Certainly nothing wrong with that, but I would have to tell Gary, as far as female singers, entertainers, give me a J-Lo anytime. That is a beautiful woman. And Marie Osmond and Mariah Carey. There you go.
All right. I concur completely. And Jennifer Lopez is drop dead gorgeous. But, you know, that whole group you're talking about, Taylor Swift really and truly just fits right in that same, I mean, as far as looks are concerned, gosh, she's not hard to look at, is she? Maybe I'm going blind already. Oh, man. Clark, save me.
I'll save you. You guys both need glasses. I've traveled around out of the country a few times. I was taking a jumper flight from South Vietnam. Where the heck was I? Ho Chi Minh City. I was in Ho Chi Minh City getting ready to go to northern Thailand. And the girl that I was traveling with from the TV station, I knew she was a little bit bold, but I didn't think she would say what I'm going to tell you. We were in the airport at Ho Chi Minh, Saigon in Vietnam, and there is J-Lo with a young child. We think it was an adopted, because that's what she did. J-Lo adopted from Southeast Asia a couple of children. But while we were in the airport, my friend told her television station engineers that the reason that the United States hasn't switched over to the NTSC screen width is because they have to have the widescreen TV to fit a girl like that on the screen. I couldn't believe my ears, but oh well. The lady I was with was a lot better looking than J-Lo.
Well, you could look at I guess if you want to look at Vietnam, the French Vietnamese were probably the most beautiful women. But then I got to admit that I searched the world over, and I searched the world over for 10 years. And at the end of my 10-year search, I met this Italian girl. Well, she's half Italian and half English, but my heart sort of skipped a beat, and at 10 years old, I says, I'm going to marry this girl one day, and by gosh, I did. And she's taking care of me for 57, 58 years, something like that.
All right, Dick, that is a love story, and that's man, I'll tell you, when you find that is perfect beauty. Perfect beauty. It doesn't get any better than that, buddy. Now, as for me, well, I've searched the world over and thought I found true love. She found another and she was gone. And with that, folks, I got to get out of here. I got headphones stuck on my ears, and I'm going to have to pry them off. Anyway, you guys have a good evening. I'll let you carry on. We need to talk about beauty more often, I think. Anyway, take it away, Clark. This is AA8CF. I'm clear. 73, guys. See you later.
In our younger years, we've stumbled on that entirely by accident about a year ago. He did it in an ambulance, and I used to move cars around the country, and me and a friend used to fill up the trunk in the back of a station wagon when I got one that somebody wanted delivered. And back in the day before Adolf Coors exported out of Colorado, we took care of business. N8PZD.
Question, guys.
somebody else in there. And Clark, you doubled with partially with Gary there. So Gary probably missed my or your booze running days. But QRZ, who else was in there? This is K8AMX.
QRZ run by a guy up near Phoenix, as far as I know. KG7IRJ, ex-Tucson guy here. Hey, is this repeater actually in Redmond or in Doylestown? Question.
I believe it is in actually in Doylestown. Is that right, Gary? Are you still on with us?
I think Doylestown, for the other station, Doylestown is about midway between Medina and Akron. That's where the repeater is at. I'm up in Cleveland, close to the Hopkins Airport, and Dick is, I forget, Dick is is it Highland? Shoot. He's in the Akron area. I'm pretty far away from the repeater. I don't often make it in until nighttime. N8PZD.
Yeah, I'm in Akron. Well, actually, I'm in LA. Lower Akron, in an area called Firestone Park. So, but I think the actual transmitter and receiver is in the Doylestown city limits, I think.
Okay, thank you. I just was looking at QRZ. It's got W8WKY listed in Rittman, and I was thinking you guys were all, your stuff was all in Doylestown. So, okay, whatever. KG7IRJ.
All right, a KG7IRJ. Yeah, we're left over from the club's weekly net. We were just talking some scuttlebutt about football and some other commotion. Just some chit chat. We usually do it at 5 in the morning, but we got hung up a little bit after the club net. Here is N8PZD. That's Nobody Ate Purple Zucchini Downtown.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't figured out a good one for my IRJ yet, but my father was a JCJ, Jolly Cactus Jumper, Southern Arizona. Later, guys. Thank you.
right, Dick. I think I'm going to let you go, and you can study your eyelids on the inside for a while. I'm going to take my evening meds, and I'm going to head for the pillow pile. K8AMX from N8PZD.
Okay, Clark. I just got back on here. My battery died, and I had to grab the other battery and switch it. So anyway, I'll say 73 to you, and we'll get together again soon. N8PZD, K8AMX.
W8WKY repeater PL1 14.8. W8WKY. W8WKY.